If you're looking for an awesome product at a great price, be sure to check out the link in the description. The idyllic coastal haven of Bingin, Bali, lies in ruins. 48 businesses, a tapestry woven from small warungs to luxury villas, have been reduced to rubble in a sweeping government crackdown. The demolition, part of a broader campaign led by Governor Wayne Coster to enforce zoning regulations, has left a trail of devastation and despair. Komang Agus, manager of the Morabito Art Cliff Villa, a landmark now reduced to debris, stood amidst the wreckage, his voice choked with emotion. 16 years of his life, his livelihood, his family's future, all shattered in a single, decisive act. His plight echoes the sentiments of dozens of others, business owners facing financial ruin, their hopes and dreams crumbling alongside the structures they painstakingly built. The scene is one of profound loss, a stark visual representation of Bali's complex struggle between the allure of mass tourism and the preservation of its cultural heritage. The demolition is not merely an issue of building permits, it's a story of a community's heart being torn out. Bingin, once a sanctuary for surfers, many of them Australians who first arrived in the 70s and 80s, evolved organically, a symbiotic relationship between the local families who built small eateries to serve the wave-riding pilgrims and the visitors drawn to its pristine beauty. Kelly's Warung, established by the family of professional surfer Mega Samadhi, stands as a testament to this enduring connection. Samadhi, his voice laced with a mixture of sorrow and determination, spoke of a place that felt like home, a sanctuary of simplicity against the backdrop of increasing commercialization. This idyllic harmony, however, was disrupted as Bingin transitioned from humble beginnings to a luxury destination, with some accommodations commanding prices exceeding $200 per night. The once simple warungs transformed into multi-level establishments, marking a clear shift in the area's character. The crackdown, however, hasn't been met with universal approval. Many question the government's approach, highlighting the inconsistency in enforcement and a lack of transparency in the process. Local residents, business owners, many of whom are foreigners including Australians, and environmental groups voiced concerns, arguing that many structures predated the formalized zoning rules, operating under customary law with tacit village approval. They highlight the fact that efforts were made to bring operations into compliance. Alex Barung, a lawyer representing some of the affected owners, underscored the community's attempts to engage with the government, emphasizing that the businesses existed prior to the regulations. Critics, including local surfer and environmentalist Peter Panjaitan, fear the demolition not only eliminates livelihoods, but also obliterates a unique piece of Bali's surfing heritage. They question the swift and decisive nature of the action, pointing to the thousands of people who lost their jobs overnight. The sudden and forceful removal of these establishments leaves many wondering whether justice has been served. The scale of the demolition extends beyond Bingin. More than 20 additional businesses in nearby Balangan, and others across the Bukit Peninsula, face similar threats. The uncertainty hangs heavy, casting a shadow of doubt over the future. Governor Coster assures the public that the area will be transformed into an attraction, contributing to the local community's well-being. However, this vision lacks concrete details, leaving many locals apprehensive, fearful that redevelopment will exclude their participation, their voices unheard in the shaping of their own community's destiny. Tourists, many of whom arrived unaware of the impending destruction, expressed their shock and dismay, while several Australian expats remained silent, fearing potential deportation. One Australian surfer and longtime business owner, who witnessed Bingin's transformation over 3 decades, described the unique magic that has been shattered, a sense of community and shared experience that is now tragically lost. The head of Bali's public order agency, Idua Nyoman Rai Darmadi, rejected claims the demolitions were clearing the way for luxury development, citing safety concerns and the need to protect public land. However, the lack of a comprehensive plan, coupled with the scale of destruction, fuels speculation and anxiety among the locals. The government's justification, focused on safety and the protection of public land, is countered by observations of inconsistent enforcement and the lack of a clear, transparent future vision for Bingin. The demolition highlights the immense challenges Bali faces in balancing its rapid growth with the preservation of its cultural identity and natural beauty. The island's population has more than doubled since the 1960s, and the projected influx of 5 million tourists this year underscores the immense pressure on its resources and infrastructure. The government's attempts to control unchecked development through stricter regulations, rather than a moratorium on tourism development, reveal the complexities involved in managing this delicate balance. Local environmental group Walhi Bali, while supportive of curbing unregulated growth, criticized the inconsistent enforcement, pointing to numerous other developments across the island lacking permits and environmental assessments. The incident serves as a cautionary tale, highlighting the risks of selective enforcement and the urgent need for a more